Because KITSON, the once glittering jewel of LA's shopping scene, where the likes of Paris Hilton and Tori Spelling once frolicked about the racks, is now taking a swing at Hollywood's favorite royal defectors with a holiday hypocrisy window display that's as subtle as a sledgehammer at a tea party. And this year, thanks to Kinsey Scofield and her To Die For podcast, we can see that the store's window display has become the Naughty List Hall of Fame, and who better to feature than our very own Duke and Duchess of Drama? Yes, and the Duchess of Sausages are the stars of this year's show, joining the illustrious ranks of past honorees like Hunter Biden and Chrissy Teigen. The window shames them for their love of private jets because nothing says eco-friendly like jet setting in your own personal plane. Now that we talk about flying commercial. And Meghan, a hometown girl, must be feeling a bit nostalgic, seeing her face plastered in the window of a store she probably once perused for the latest in early millennium fashion. It's like being the guest of honor at a party you never wanted to attend in the first place. And for those eager to snap a selfie with the royal rebels, Kitson's got you covered. You can pose with Harry and Meghan at their Robertson Boulevard location because it's like a Madame Tussauds but with more shade. So if you're in LA and want a bit of royal snark with your holiday shopping, KITSON's window display is the place to be. And no, this is not a marketing stunt or anything. I am not being paid for this. It's a tinsel cover, tongue-in-cheek reminder that in Hollywood, even the holidays can be a great time to mock the oracles. And speaking of life being stranger than fiction, and remembering how Meghan and Harry have mismanaged the tremendous opportunity that Netflix gave them to make something great in a dazzling display of financial acrobatics worthy of a Monty Python sketch, director Carl Ringe, seemingly, inspired by the spending habits of the Harkles, took his 11 million Netflix bonanza for a sci-fi series, and in a plot twist worthy of Black Mirror, he plunged a staggering $6 million into cryptocurrency. He just kissed goodbye to over half of his stash in what can only be described as a daring tribute to crypto's unpredictability. And just when you thought a rich wallet-wielding saga couldn't get more outlandish, he boldly asked Netflix for more money, presumably for a sequel to his financial farce. I'm sure Meghan is banging her head against the wall for not doing such a thing herself, but hey, you can always become better at your craft, or grift in this case. Well, since all this had to do with the world of crypto, I won't be surprised that the way to go is for Harry to launch his own cryptocurrency named Hazacoin, or some of you have suggested Dogecoin, but it doesn't matter. Since according to Harry himself, what he loves most about these financial products is that they rhyme with growing. And one user quipped, Netflix will make a documentary about this financial escapades, air it on Netflix, and recoup their losses. It's like recycling, but with more drama. And another suggested Netflix got its content, but not the script they were expecting. And I'm a bit confused myself. I don't know if they are talking about Ringe or Meghan. Well, you decide. Also, the Duchess of Sausages is back in the fashion spotlight, at least according to the headlines that she buys like clockwork any given Monday, making waves in an all-white ensemble that's about as subtle as a snowstorm in July. Because she wants to be seen as pure, naive, innocent. She looks as regal as a parking lot queen. She made sure to get the money shot of everyone sitting at the table, but most important, listening to her and her amazing words. How brave, how courageous. Almost drives a tear to my left eye. And The charity was over the moon about Meghan's return, probably because she brings more camera flashes than a Hollywood premiere. They had engaging and heartfelt talks about justice and equality, helping Meghan tick all the boxes for her public relations crusade. Oh my God, this is pulling at all the public relations heartstrings. But Meghan, in her newfound love for muted tones, has been rocking the neutral palette like it's going out of style, from the black outfit at the hockey game to the beige dress at the Power of Women event. Just making neutrality look like the new black. Pun intended. And public relations wizard Mark Borkowski has exposed Meghan's strategy to regain the spotlight, saying the Duchess stepping out is a strategic move to worm her way back into Hollywood's good graces. It's like she's sending smoke signals to the entertainment gods, saying, "You remember me? Meghan? I used to act." And her appearance at the gala was less of a social call and more of a siren song to Hollywood, hinting, "I'm available for bookings." And what's her pitch? Projects that make people feel good. Groundbreaking, right? It's like she's aiming to be the Oprah of Netflix, if there is such a thing. And speaking of Netflix, Meghan waxed nostalgic about her Suits days, reminiscing about the good old times when her biggest worry was memorizing lines, not dodging paparazzis or calling them or memorizing their mobile phones, in fact. And, well, the teasers about her future projects, it's like waiting for a royal baby announcement, but for TV shows. Publicist Eric Schiffer chimed in, suggesting this is all a part of the grand relaunch of brand sausages. Because Meghan flying solo at the event was like a declaration of woman independence from Harry, from royalty, from, well, whatever else she's distancing herself from these days. But let's see what you think about this. I want to read your comments right now. Let's make this. I love when Jesus called Scooby Discount Barbican. Yeah, I don't like to call him Scabies, right? Because, well, that is a bit gross. But Discount Barbican is almost cute. It's almost a compliment. It's almost a power woman, power hungry. Oh, power hungry women. I don't know how I couldn't come up with that myself earlier for another live. Or JAT. That is amazing. She can do voiceovers or feel over. You know that sometimes I'm worried about reading your comments because there's so many English expressions that I don't know, and I know that you are trying to hide some naughty jokes in there in those comments, and sometimes I'm afraid of saying something aloud myself, and it's gonna be taken out of context, and I'm gonna get canceled, and we will have to, I don't know, watch the Royal Rogue on VHS tapes that I send to your home because I will be canceled off the internet